Hey guys, Ebony here, and I've got a video for you today that might help you if, like me, you're getting into Cricket 22, you're loving it, but one thing you're missing is some of those licensed teams. Some of the teams like South Africa, a lot of the subcontinent teams, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, are missing the actual players. There's no Virat Kohli or Shakib Al Hasan or some of the key people that we want to play with. Therefore, there is a way to get around this, so let me show you how. Okay, so when you get into Cricket 22, I want you to scoot across to where it says Team Manager. What I'm going to show you here is some of the teams that may be missing players. So I'm going to show you Bangladesh, for example. I'm going to go into Manage Men's Teams. I've downloaded some of these already, so I'm going to show you one that I haven't done yet. But let's go into Bangladesh. And if you look at Manage Squad, when you look down that list of players, where are the players that I want? They're not there. So we can update that with a nice trick, thanks to the community, in fact, to some very cool people who make these teams for us. So let's scoot back. And when we get into the main screen, we're going to go down to the bottom right on the third tab, which says Browse Community. Click on there and press Search Community. Right, now this is where it gets quite fun. You have the option to search for players. As you see, as I scroll down, players, umpires, teams, etc., different bats, all sorts of different things. Logos, stadiums, but I'm going to look for teams today, but you can do this for anything you need. So I'm going to go into teams. I'm going to choose male teams in this example, but I've updated a lot of the teams, for example, the South African women. And this is the guru. This is the go-to. Thank you very much to Waste Your Youth. So you come in here and type Waste Your Youth. Okay, as soon as you've done that, just press enter, pop down to the next area. So I'm going to look for Bangladesh at the moment because I want an updated team. So I'm just going to put in BAN. I'll stop at BANG. Press next, and I'm going to just leave the rest there. Simply go up to where it says begin search, press A, and let it do its thing. So now it's going to use this person, Waste Your Youth, from the community who has made these teams, to pop up some teams for us under the words of BANG, so Bangladesh. Alright, so out pops one. You can see it says here 5 stars, which gives you an indication of the team. Just press on it first of all, and we're going to just have a look at some of the team information, see how up to date it is, see if it's something that we want to work with. It does take a little bit of time, so you do get this swirling. That's the only thing that might frustrate a few people. It takes a little bit of time to get this all up to date, but it is worth it, and then you feel like you're playing with the people you want. Okay, so let's start with the kit. So whereas before they were playing with kits which are a little bit out of date, you can see now straight away the outfits are all everything we want. I've loved this with updating to India, for example, is one of my favorite teams I want to play with. So it's all looking good. You know that's better than stock teams because they don't have the license. Let's look at the players. So look down at the roster. Well, I asked for Shakib Al Hasan, and there is my man. Mushfiqur Rahim is up there. Mahmudullah, Tamim Iqbal, all the players I wanted are there, and they've created them into the different squads. And if you look also at the play faces, Waste Your Youth has spent a lot of time building some really good faces that you feel like, you know what, I can work with this lit and das. So quite simply, you just want to go back to where it says download, press A to confirm. I'm going to download with logos because I want all the kit, the new logos for the team, everything to be up to date. He also often makes sure that roster is closer to the last playing rosters, which really helps rather than having to work it all out. So simply press download with logos, and then in the top right, just at the very top right, it might be hard to see, you'll see it's slowly downloading players. This is where it's going to offer you some options. You want to replace current with the new players, the right kit, the right face, etc. I'm going to press Y. If you look right down at the bottom of the page, I want them to do this for all the new teams. So I'm just going to press Y, and then this will take a few minutes and completely update. And I pretty much want everything to be replaced. So just yes, 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 yes. Let's go. A. So it's now going through the process, and it's going to replace. Okay, then pops up this question once you're finished. You already have the local version of this logo. Would you like to replace it with a new version? I want all the goodies from Waste Your Youth. Everything is up to date. He's very good. And just simply press A, yes, but also don't forget if you press Y, that saves you a bit of time. It just goes for everything. So I'm going to take all the logos. Press Y. So you see again in the top right, there's just a faint white bar which shows you the teams are just uploading. Okay, and once you're finished, you won't get any major sort of news or anything popping up on the screen. You just notice that the top right, that little faint bar that was updating has stopped moving. I press B to go back, and then you just go back to the start. I'm going to now show you that it's all imprinted. So you go back to Team Manager, which is on the third tab, which says Create. Click A, go into manage team, manage men's team. And from here, now when we go into Bangladesh, we'll look at the squad. And this is what we're talking about. Our players and the right logo, and everything is up to date, so we can really get into this game. Also, when you see the lineups as well, this is what's great, is that you can kind of get a feel for all the different lineups. You can tweak them in here as well if you want to play around with the order. But the players that we want to be playing with are there. You can play around with new lineups if you want to get a bit funky with your teams. And then we're good to go. So let's just, for example, play a quick game. Let's say I want to do England versus Bangladesh. I'm going to go across to play now, get into the game. I'm going to create a new men's match. And let's say England. As you can see, I've updated India, I've updated Pakistan, etc. England versus Bangladesh. Let's say I want to play as Bangladesh. I mean, I normally play as England, but today we might shake it up. Let's go to edit lineup. So I'm going to press the T20 lineup. Same for England. I want the England's updated T20 lineup. Up comes Jos Buttler now, so we are much more in the game. Let's press X. You look down the teams now. Liton Das, Shakib Al Hassan, Mushfiqur Rahim, all the players that we want. Same for England. This has been updated. They've got the licenses for teams like England, so that's updated. And we're good to go. Let's get into the game. And then we can see our players. Play faces are looking great. Team kits looking great. Everything we want is looking banging. England look great in their red as well. And so you just start to get that real feel. So I've been getting into Cricket 22 loads, and this is something that's been important to me. Brilliant. So thanks so much for tuning in today. That was just a quick tip videos that's helping as I'm learning. I'm sharing it with my journey on esports, gaming, lots of cricket games, getting into my golf and all sorts. So stay tuned for more. If you do enjoy, like, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.